and you're just trying to battle. I want you to learn how to snap shoot the correct way. You're not trying to live. So if you get shot in your hands, you get shot at all, it's okay. Just keep playing. You're only going to have to do it for about 30 seconds at a time. It's not too long. It is tough to learn, though. But think about paintball. Snap shooting is the entire game. Every time you encounter someone, you have to snap shoot, right? It's just something you cannot avoid. So having the best technique is obviously going to make you the best player that you can be. With snap shooting, the old technique that is fading out, and I'm trying to be the head honcho to get rid of it, is people slide out and they tend to move their entire body, including kicking their inside foot up, right? But what's the point of snap shooting? It's to get into the stream, shoot paintballs, and then get the hell out of the way, right? So if I kick all my weight to the outside of my bunker, how am I going to get back behind my bunker?
Use your weight to get back.
I'm going to wiggle. It takes a lot of work. It's really inaccurate, right? Because I have to whip my gun, I have to whip my body and lose all my paintballs. So what I want to do is keep my feet planted and keep all my weight in my center, right? So everything's going to come from the upper body. My feet are never going to move. That keeps me solid. That keeps my gun solid. That keeps my lane solid. Everything's going to be in one piece. The other part is by not sliding out, which shows my elbow, my loader, my eyes, it gives a huge target, right? I'm going to lean out. Now all they see is my head and my loader as one target and all of my paint coming at them, right? They have a very small target to hit, which means they have to be on point. So if they don't know this, they're never going to shoot you. So what I want to do is use the smallest movement possible. I'm going to roll out. My elbow tries to touch my ribs. And I'm going to keep my loader as one part of my head. The tendency here is people do the roll, but they roll and then they whip their gun, right? Think about snap shooting. If I miss someone by an inch, the last thing I want to do is go like this. Now I'm starting from ground zero again, right? So if I miss by an inch, I'm going to adjust for an inch. Adjust for an inch. Bam! Right? You want to get more and more accurate every shot, not just start over every shot. That is the biggest tendency. So focus on keeping yourself centered, keeping the smallest target you can by keeping your loader lined up with your head and tucking your elbow into your ribs. As far as playing the bunker goes, you want to avoid coming out in the same spot, right? Because if I'm a big back guy and I have 15 pods and you come out in the same spot over and over and over, I'm not letting off. It's only a matter of time until you come out at the wrong time, right? So when you have a bunker, you want to use the whole thing. I want to give up high a couple tries. I want to give down low a couple tries. I never want them to know exactly where I'm going to come out next. Now with that advice can go too far, right? I don't want to go high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, because I'm never making those small adjustments. So you want to minimize the movement, use the entire bunker, create a single target, and keep your feet planted. And there is a ton of information because snap shooting is actually fairly complicated. Does that all make sense? Sometimes I tend to talk fast. Solid. Any questions on the movement? Again, this is one of those things, it is going to feel awkward. The coaches are going to probably be pulling your ankle down, pushing your elbow in, trying to talk you through it. Don't stop. Just keep battling. Listen to the coach. The way we're going to do it is with everyone lined up, the coaches are going to be on this side, right? So after 30 seconds of talking to this person, you guys are all going to stop. You're going to switch. So the one person's going to fight left-handed, and the next person gets to work with the coach. Make sense?
Is it one shot per snap? Yeah.
Let's go one shot per snap. 3 at the most if for some reason your gun's in ramp or anything else. But we don't want to just rip and hold because that's not the drill. And with that, remember, if you get shot, it is not a big deal. The point is not to live. The point is to learn how to snap shoot. Questions?
You want everything really tight?
Yes. So the way that works is you want everything that shows really tight. So if I'm playing this bunker, I want to tuck this inside elbow out, underneath so that I can lean. But wherever this elbow's comfortable, it's behind the bunker, so who cares? Oh, I'm sorry. So that was one of the other things I missed. You know how a lot of people, I mentioned, you should try running and shooting with your loader straight ahead? Same thing with snap shooting, right? If I tilt my loader, what happens? They see my elbow. Exactly. Someone was listening. Nice. Or if I tilt my loader outside of my head, now I'm off by an inch wide, and my loader and my head make 2 big targets instead of 1 little one, right?
You're like this instead of being like this. Big
So-
target, small target.
Exactly. So no matter what, in paintball, snap shooting, running and gunning, whatever it is, your nose lines up with your barrel, right through the gun. Any other questions? Those are good ones. Nice call. Solid? Cool. All right, so the way we'll do it is we want you guys to try to pair yourselves up.